The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his fourth season now out of LSU.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top, so a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
19 yards. First down, Bengals.
11 Thomas.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Mixon last week, 17 carries, 72 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 7 carries, 56 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 58 yards. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 MPs, 11 mighty.
Out of the gun. It's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Power. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The Ravens at 2-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Here we go.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To the air again, Burrow.
Got a man open, it's Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there, Neil.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On play action, they'll throw. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
11 Thomas, 12, 11 MT.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, that is incomplete.
I get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll run for it with Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh my goodness, how close was that to be a negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there. To go for, I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it up.
He'll buy some time right. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run with Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Robinson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the ball.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Jackson options out left. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Burrow. Smith catches left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
12.
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry to the 43, 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here we go.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
11, mighty. 180.
Here's Burrow.
And
that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
On 1, ready?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Here we go. 12. 11, Thomas. 12.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
11 empty. 11 empty. 11 mighty.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A give to Robinson on the option. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
On 1, ready?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Option play. Here's Robinson. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Robinson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
I'm one, ready?
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're off, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Fighting him off. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bengals drive about to get going. A final shot now for Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
11 empty, 11 mighty. 11
one
mighty.
final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles,